Hello, I am live. Hello. Happy new moon, everyone. I'm going live with you all. Let me see if I can get my microphone to work. Okay. Get the microphone to work. Have any content creators out there graduated from like a shame-free, not using a mic existence to like leveling up to the microphone? Hello. No. All right, I'm just trying to get my microphone to work. Testing microphone, testing. All right, y'all, I'm not going to worry about the big girl mic. I think this should be fine. I basically am coming to you. Like I said in a previous video, I really like to get on here after I have a coaching call because I feel just like very inspired. I totally am enjoying the clientele that I'm working with. If you all have been following my journey, you know that a few weeks ago I put out a totally free offering. It was called Vision Quest. It's a series of maybe like 15 or so questions that really ask you kind of like, what are your values? Who are you? What are your goals? Things like that. A lot of cultivating awareness, cultivating clarity, because now is really the time to get clear on what worked this past year, what didn't work, what did we like, what did we not like, what were our wins, what were our failures, just doing a lot of reflection and processing so that we can get very clear on what our top priority goals are and like how do we get there, what are those goals broken down, what are the itty bitty steps, and then come January we align with that new year energy and we focus and get our goals done. Ideally, or if you are lucky, you will be working with me inside the Successful Creative Academy and get personalized one-on-one support to actually stay accountable, to help you think outside the box, see things you might not be seeing, just kind of hold up a mirror for you in your journey. And like I said, I am totally enjoying the type of people that have reached out to me, that have done the Vision Quest, and who are enrolling into the Successful Creative Academy. So I said all that just to say that's the energy that I'm in, like talking with you all, hearing about your goals, hearing all of the awesome stuff that you're doing in the world, hearing all of your exciting dreams and visions, and to think that I can be a part of that, to think I can help support that, lighting some Palo Santo. It's just really cool and fun and interesting. And I feel like there needs to be more people who are creative, who are heart-centered, who are humane, understanding how to realize their goals in the world, because we're all seeing how people with terrible intentions are like really good at manifesting their goals of like destruction. So just doing my little bit for the sake of creation. And now that my little one, my little baby is now a toddler, I'm getting some more energy back so I can hold space for different community members, different clients, because I'm not like having a physical human child baby attached to my body as much anymore. Like definitely still am, but not as much anymore. So basically today I have a workshop all prepared for you, and it is about success habits, monthly rituals for creative entrepreneurs. So if you'll give me 1 second, I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Do Canva. Yeah, like that. Share the screen. Then I'll do, okay, I'm already like this. Present it. Present it. All right, so here we go. Please disregard the Canva watermarks. I did the 30-day free trial of Canva Pro because I love Canva. I highly recommend checking it out for all of you just like creatives out there that need graphics and stuff like that. I love Canva. I've been on Canva since 2015. I was actually an intern at a local Columbus nonprofit, and I was told by my, boss at the time to create some marketing promotional materials for an annual fundraiser that we did. I had never used Canva before ever in my life, and I fell in love with it. Like, I'm a very visual, creative type of person. Like, I need to see it. I want to see it in color. I want it to be fun and pop. And Canva is a super, super kind of not easy, but they have a lot of templates there that can make graphic design a lot more approachable, a lot easier, especially for people that like graphic design might not be your zone of genius or your highest passion, but it's still like kind of fun and you like it and need it for branding your business and stuff like that. So again, happy 12/12, happy new moon. I hope you are all enjoying kind of that in-between zone between Christmas and Thanksgiving, where we kind of have like, some time to maybe like diet and detox, some time to like get our house together, like physically, literally, metaphorically as well. Like I said earlier, reflect on, thank you, Facebook user heart. Thank you to everyone tuning into this chat. If you have any like questions or comments, I can like see them. So feel free to add them, post them. And then, yeah, so today it's the new moon. We're not quite into the holiday craziness. So it's a time to kind of, okay, it's 333 on 12/12/23. Like, this is good. So moving on, success habits, monthly rituals for creative entrepreneurs. Welcome. Hello, successful creatives. Get ready to dive headfirst into mastering your month. So we're starting this on 12/12, right? We're in the middle of the month, but you can do these literally whenever you want. You can do these on the first of the month. You can do these on new moon. You can do these on full moon, kind of whatever would represent like a cycle for you that's about a month long. I just recommend picking something that will work for you and then staying with that system. I personally love tuning into new moon energy. I love tuning into full moon energy. I really like doing these habits though. On the first of the month, I will just give myself all month to get these habits done at least once. And then I keep a spreadsheet where I mark like did you get this done? Did you get this done? And I have the whole month to allow myself the space, the time, the freedom, the flexibility to get done what I need to get done. But it all needs to happen at least once every 30 days, if that makes sense. So I thought, okay, new moon, what a great time to just introduce these habits that I like, and then people can kind of roll with them as they want. We'll unravel the secrets to reflecting, goal setting, and boosting your productivity to epic proportions. And again, something that I'm always saying is I'm obsessed with productivity, but it's coming from a place of laziness, right? It's coming from a place of like, I never want to work 60, 80 hours a week. I'm immersed in things to where I might be doing that, you know what I mean? But it's like, I never want to be doing something that I don't want to be doing for that many hours. So I'm coming at productivity from kind of like a feminine energy space, if you want to take it that way. It's coming from like, how can we be so prioritized that even if we do just one thing every day, that one thing is so impactful, it has a ripple effect than if we did, say, 20 things. And if we spent our whole day doing stuff, being busy, right? But that stuff doesn't even make an impact on our longer term goals. So it's kind of counterintuitive. Like we want to be very productive, but we want to be very precise in what we're doing stuff that has the biggest impact to where we have the best use of our time, to where, say we work 2 hours, 3 hours in the morning time, you get all that you needed to get done for the day, and you can spend the rest of the day like doing whatever you want to do. You can work on more stuff. You can have family time. You can do hobby stuff. You can like literally whatever you want to do. Or you can wake up, you can procrastinate all day. You can kind of like fill your time, just do a whole bunch of stuff that keeps you busy because you're procrastinating what you needed to get done. Then you spent the whole day not even doing what you wanted to do, not enjoying your free time, and you didn't get done your highest priority thing. So again, when I say productivity, don't be scared. It can take you, it does take you way less time than you think, but it's about focusing on the highest priority thing, getting the most impact from that, and feeling the most like happy chemicals in your brain from getting that done. I'm also coming from a place of, I personally think habits are better than goals, and building out habits are better than goals. For example, you can have a goal of losing 10 pounds. You can, you can eat right, you can exercise, you can lose those 10 pounds. But then if you just kind of like move on with your life and don't think about it anymore, you probably will, you could maybe gain that weight back, right? But if you focus on habits, if you focus on, I want to exercise 3 times a week, I want to do weight training at least 2 times a week. If you build the habits into your life, the goals are going to follow naturally. So it's not like habits are better than goals. It's just to say the essence and the impact of habits are foundational to any goal that you will then ever have. And if you would want to focus on habits, I just think it's a better, more sustainable approach than being so goal focused that your goal is so far, like if your goal is 3 years off, but if your habits are something you can do every day, it just makes it a little more kind of real time motivating for you. Like, okay, me feeling good about myself, me feeling the reward from what I'm doing. It's not 3 years out. It's not 10 years out. It's not 1 year out attached to some far off goal. It's attached to, hey, did I show up today? Did I sit at my desk today? Did I write something today? Did I work out today? Did I eat a healthy meal today? And then you can kind of see where you're at as far as you build these building blocks of habits. And again, that is just a shout out to the book Atomic Habits. The author James Clear really talks about this a lot in his book. And I will have a little bibliography at the end of this presentation where I talk about just kind of books that have very much impacted me in this whole field, and maybe some further reading that you could do. So continuing along, practicing the following habits at least once a month can boost your productivity and help you to feel more in control of your life and business. And again, don't feel pressure to do all of these things on one day, like at one sit down. This is all stuff that you should just get done at least once every month, whether you do one thing every day, every other day. Just, if you make sure it gets done, it is very likely that you're going to feel so much more on top of your habits and your goals. And then there's me. That's me. Meet Kayla. I know there are big, awesome dreams inside of you waiting to be realized. I know this because I'm talking to you all. I'm getting to hear them firsthand when we're on our calls. And I'm here to help you overcome procrastination so that you can work smarter and earn more in 2024. So that's like, it's kind of cute because that rhymes, as well as I feel like if we spent the energy, the nervous energy, actually working on what we need to work on instead of like giving into that procrastination, anxiety energy, like it's all the same energy. So you might as well just get done what you're actually needing to get done. And like I said, spend the whole rest of the day doing what you would rather do instead of staying in that state of avoidance, not doing what you needed to get done, and also not being able to fully enjoy what you would rather be doing, or like as a reward for getting the thing done. So yeah, I'm here to like, let's not even entertain procrastination. Or if we're going to procrastinate, it's going to be still in service to like a different goal or habit. For example, say you really need to get writing your book. You want to write like 1 word a day because you want to keep the bar really low and manageable. Say that you're procrastinating, but you like do all your dishes as you are procrastinating. That's like still procrastinating, but it's still better than if you would just like, sit and watch Netflix. Then your dishes aren't getting done and nothing is being written. So just little things like that I'm also here to help with. Working smarter, how to design your day, how to get clear on what tasks are even the highest priority, breaking those down into like the next little baby steps. Right now, people are enrolling into the Successful Creative Academy. That is going to be from January to March, where every week we are really consistent with doing what we need to be doing, getting support from each other, getting feedback from me. And ideally in March, you get to look back on how committed, how productive you were, and really celebrate all that work you've done, and also reap the benefits as you go into April and can keep that good momentum and energy going. Moving on. I'm here to teach you everything I know, like it says here. I'm here to teach you everything I know about kind of a lot of things. I like learning, but specific to this, I'm talking increased productivity. Learning about strategies to boost productivity, organization is actually pretty pivotal to that. Passive income. Let's create assets online. Let's create signature offers online. Let's scale them. Let's sell them in ways that feel really good for ourselves and fair to other people. With improved productivity and time management, you can hopefully, ideally start earning more in 2024. Improving work-life balance by working smarter, then you can ideally, again, reduce stress and enjoy a better work-life balance, like the holy grail, right? Work-life balance. So basically getting into the monthly habits, habit number 1 is reflecting on the previous month. I can try to find it here. So basically, after every month happens, I have like the calendar for every month, but when I'm done, I have a whole kind of like, let me find it. If I can find mine. So mine is here. You can like kind of see it. But some of the questions, I have like a template and I ask myself every month, what were your personal wins? What were you grateful for? What was the overall score of this month? What were your abundance wins? What were your dream themes? Like I track my dreams and stuff. What were the themes there? What were your lessons learned? What were your focal points? And again, you can get this template of all the questions that I use for my monthly reflection template inside of the Successful Creative Academy. If you want to join, you get access to all of the templates that I have created. I have like money management, habit tracking, daily planner, things like that. Lots of just like really cool for planning and organizational nerds like myself, but also kind of like cute and stylish looking as well to get that like creative, interesting side to it. So like I said, reflecting and being critical and also grateful of the past month is step 1 before you go any further. Also, on a week to week, I look at kind of the general highs and lows, because if I have highs, I really, really want to stay tuned into like, how did that happen? I want to be able to recreate that. And if I have lows, I want to be able to understand how did this happen? How can I avoid this in the future? And what did I learn from this? Things like that. I do my monthly reflection kind of as soon as the new month begins. I will take a day and reflect on the past month using the template that I've already created, not dwelling too much on it, literally just filling out the form. There you go. Not dwelling on it, but learning from it, and then having the documented reflections as I go month to month to month, so I can retroactively look back and kind of chart my course and progress. So if you are not journaling at this stage in the game, like please just start off with that. Habit number 2, it's also tied into journaling, and it is setting clear goals. So we've reflected on what we have been through, kind of the past. This is getting to the present point and looking into the future. This is like, where do we go from here, right? So at the end of each month, after I reflect on every month, I tune into my goals and tactics. My goals and tactics I tune into on a weekly basis just to really stay up with it. But it's definitely something that at the end of every month, I go through and I see what all have I accomplished, and I move that to a separate list of my wins that I can look through and celebrate and like feel confident and like a badass in when I look at them. If this setting clear goals is something that interests you, like I said, the vision quest, let me put it in the chat. Ooh. The vision quest that I've created is a totally free guide that will help. Bam. I just put it in the chat then that you can see it. I'll put it here too. Bam. If you go to the successfulcreative.com, you can fill out a form and get sent your vision questionnaire, vision quest for short. And you can journal your happy little heart out, getting clear on your goals, your dreams, and then getting set up with an action plan to move forward. So that is also there for you. Okay. Similar to monthly habit number 1, you need to have, and when I say, like, if I ever say anything that doesn't apply, just don't even listen, okay? But when I say, okay, you need to do this, this is obviously just for who it applies to, right? If it doesn't, just move on along. But this is true for myself and for people who resonate, let's do it. Monthly habit number 3 is a financial check-in. This is so important and so fun to like not do, right? It's kind of like fun to be kind of like in the dark and not sure, like how much money do I have? Like how much have I even spent? It's kind of like it's like kind of kinky almost to not know. It's kind of like a rush or a thrill. This might be too weird for some people, but I'm coming from the place of like Carolyn Elliott's work, existential kink. Like we as humans can do a lot of stuff that might not be great, such as overspending, not checking in with our finances, but we still get this little rush, get this little thrill from it. Like there's still a reward. So I mean, like it's so valid that we are like kinky little humans that want to not be paying attention to our finances. But when you're ready to grow out of that, I highly recommend checking your finances. I used to use Google Sheets. Google Sheets had like a pre-designed template that tracked my finances, but now I use an app called Copilot and I absolutely love it. I'm not sponsored at all. Like I pay for it every month, but Copilot Finance. But it's basically what do they say on their website for it? The best money tracking app. Navigate your finances with confidence. Track spending, budgeting, investments, net worth. And again, I'll put that in the chat as well because I'm like, yo, check it out. It's basically, I get the same information that I get when I used to do my accounting in Google Sheets. I see how much money did I make, how much money did I earn. But with Copilot, I'm also able to see how are my investments doing and how are my debts doing. It's very like I'm able to see visually my budget. It's just so I can't talk it up enough, especially for someone like myself, someone who's creative, someone who is like a business person. But money and numbers, it's not my zone of genius, and it wasn't always that fun for me. So again, checking in with your finances every month, it's non-negotiable. It is essential, especially if you want to identify as like a business person. I find that it can even help reduce anxiety, really just knowing your numbers. How much do I need to live? Like, how much am I spending? How much am I spending that is like just dumb? I don't need to even be spending that. And again, check out the Copilot app. I think they have like a free trial version, and then it's like $13 a month. Again, this helped simplify all of the things I was already doing, as well as saved me got me the same information at a fraction of the time, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's number 3. And also, I'm interested, leave in the comments, like, are you all doing any of these habits already? Are any of these like foreign to you? Are any of these scary to you? I'm just curious, what do you currently use to track your money? All of that. So number 4, we're kind of getting down the road of like, we're creatives, we're entrepreneurs. Plan your content. I personally love to batch content. That is when I sit down at my computer, wherever I'm at, and I will make a bunch of memes. I really like making memes. I will, I made this whole slideshow that I'm showing you now. That was something I did in kind of like a content dump session. You can make your content. You can also schedule out your content in the app to where it might look like you sit down one day a week, work for a few hours on your content, and schedule it out for the rest of the week to where people are getting dripped content from you every day, every few days. But that doesn't look like you having to actually do it every day. You can do it in that one chunk of time. So this is called content batching, if you've ever heard that term before. Some people can take it even a step farther. They can hire a virtual assistant. That comes with its own pros and cons. The ins and outs of hiring a virtual assistant. It is not my zone of genius. It is something that I have a little bit of experience with, but not a whole lot of experience. And it is something that we're going to be exploring deeper inside of the Passive Income Accelerator, our course that we will be working through this next semester from January through March inside of the Successful Creative Academy. So I'm really excited for that. I also have a content planner for you inside of the Successful Creative Academy, where it will have templates for content ideas, templates for like hashtags and copy, things like that, to where all you have to do is kind of customize it and plug it into your unique niche, into your own unique bubble, customize it, make it your own. But that template is already there as a place to start, which I find very helpful. So take some time and get an idea about your content, even if that means just creating like a theme for the month. It could be something like that as well. Something like simple like that. Another thing, at least once a month or, every so often, update your portfolio. This can be your website. This can be, I recommend having a website, but it's not exclusively that. It can be your social media. We want to get your most recent photos. We want to get testimonials. We just want your website and your social media to stay very current and up to date with the version of you that you are wanting to have public, show to the world at any given time, if that makes sense. Do the next one. Okay, monthly habit number 6. This is kind of a fun one. This is like, it can be outside of your comfort zone still, but this is to network and collab. This is like, find something that sounds really fun. Find out where your ideal people, your ideal clients, your ideal customers, like find out where your people are hanging out and go to one of those events. This can be in person. This can be digital. This could be something that you are showing up to, like, give a service, give a product, give a speech, or you're coming to just kind of like, be more low. You can be like high key or low key. But something at least once a month, really network and collaborate with people in your world, in your universe. And this applies to whether you're in business or not. The work that I offer, this is for people who might be creative entrepreneurs. This is also for people that are just, creative, cool people. All of these things apply to just your life as well as your business, I think. So to network and collaborate can be very fulfilling, both personally and professionally. You can add just one thing every month to your calendar that seems like fun and exciting for you to do, but will also be a way for you to meet people that will potentially be future patrons, future customers, future clients, future like guides and mentors, and just kind of keeping the momentum of your own passion going. And again, this is a lot to do. This isn't, you shouldn't do all of this on like the first day of a new month, right? But this is all stuff that throughout the course of the month, you want to create some time for. All right. This is, okay, getting more into the nitty gritty of like how we get done what we want to get done. Time block for creativity. This is, we need to know when we're doing what, right? If you want to write a book, you need to know, okay, I want to write at least 10 sentences every day on my book. You're going to actually get that done if you take it a step farther and say, I want to write at least 10 sentences for my book every day after I wake up, after I get my cup of coffee and sit down at my desk and open up my laptop. All that detail I added around the second version of that, just statistically, again, based in science that has been relayed to me through the book Atomic Habits, that's going to make it more likely that you actually sit down and write those 10 sentences. So the book, The 12-Week Year, goes into more details about the buffer block, about the breakout block. But these 3 kind of chunks of time, the buffer block is for like admin tasks, for tasks that you can technically outsource. Breakout block or deep work, this is your zone of genius, right? This is your bread and butter. This is what you and only you can do. And you need to figure out when you're going to do that, right? Are you more of a morning person? Are you more of a night person? It can all depend. I just fully recommend building out your habits in your business systems around who you are authentically, who you are naturally, and not trying to, like be a morning person if you're not. Also, you're doing your creative genius stuff. You're doing your kind of admin stuff that can technically get outsourced at a certain point. But you also need some, self-care time. You need some recharging time. You need some scanner time, as Barbara Shear would call it. So again, creating time for all of these things and putting that into your schedule will increase the likelihood that you actually get it done. So now we're getting a little bougie. Monthly habit number 8, we're going to evaluate and upgrade your tools and tech. This can look like something more expensive, like a laptop. This can also look like something more aspirational. This is you knowing exactly what laptop you would get if you had the money. You might not have the money yet, but knowing exactly what you want is going to help you versus you might have the money but have no clue how you would actually want to invest it and end up not using it as wisely as you could have. So I'm all about just knowing exactly what you would want and trusting that the money will follow from just dedicated time and saving up for it, or getting invested in from a patron, from a loan, anything like that. There's so many possibilities. Making a wish list is good. Like at any given time, you should but you can totally have a wish list of, this would really enhance my creativity. This would really enhance my business. And this doesn't have to be something expensive. Like I said, this can be Canva Pro, free trials, lots of free trials for various things. Again, So this kind of builds off of the previous habit of creating time for things. This is talking about specifically that recharge time. This is not only self-care, but this is like family time. This is your hobbies, your friendships, childcare if you're a parent or have like littles in your life. This is just all stuff that's not technically finances and technically business, but is still very important pillars in your life. This is just reminding you, hey, plan some time for that. Plan some time for your deep work. Plan some time for your admin tasks. But plan some time to be a person, live your life, and have fun and all of that. All right. And then monthly habit number 10 is just always be learning and growing your skills. This could be, looking at stuff on YouTube. They have a free version if you don't want to do premium. I personally do YouTube Premium because I can't stand commercials going into my brain and how just like customized they are. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, YouTube is a great place to learn stuff for free. The Successful Creative Academy, my offering, it's only $33 a month, but inside of that space, you get basically 24/7 coaching from me. You get 12-week coaching from me as we work on your top priority goal, getting that done for you as we move from January to March. You get access to the Passive Income Accelerator, the course that we will be launching in the new year, as well as a whole library of past courses, as well as connected to the kind of global international community of artists, entrepreneurs, creatives, healers that we have. You can also join my group, the Successful Creative Group. This is free for anyone that would want to join. This is where, I'm recording and uploading this right now. You can also go back to school. There's just like, I feel like there have never been so many cool, low to no cost ways to be learning and growing and enhancing our skills. And that, again, it's non-negotiable. It's what needs to be done to stay current, to stay relevant, to stay dynamic, and to stay resilient in the market. Because like, as we saw in 2020, like nothing is promised. Craziness can happen from like traditional jobs. Like you're just better off being like a Swiss Army knife of skilled person. As well as if you're anything like me, you're naturally interested in a lot of different things anyway. So to be like encouraged and inspired instead of shamed in being that way, all the better. I like the phrase like master or jack of all trades, master of one, right? So it's like you have one thing that you're really good at and can leverage for money, leverage for whatever you would want to, but still having this very well-rounded sense of what you like, what you're interested in, what your skills are, what can help people, all of that. So that was the end of my 10 habits part of the presentation. Now I'm just getting into the Successful Creative Academy. Again, you can go to the successfulcreative.com. Let me actually put... I'll get the actual academy page for you all. Bam. So you want to go to the successfulcreative.com/academy. It will be all about it for you. Successful Creative Academy. We have the coaching for me. We have a library of courses, business basics course launching in the next month then, and then a community of people to really stay inspired and supported by. Here are just some testimonials, what people have thought from that step 1 vision quest that I had told you about. I thought the vision quest was great. I especially enjoyed the month and week specific goal questions. So again, kind of keeping the big picture. We're like, what's the biggest, highest, loftiest ideal? But we're also breaking that down into smaller, more palatable, realistic bits on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week. Can't tell you how many good things have come out of doing the vision quest, and how helpful this was to have some outside structure. Totally awesome. Again, the vision quest is still totally free. This is just from my heart, an offering to help you all get more clarity on what you're trying to do. And if you would want to enroll in the academy, like I said, it's at the lowest price point it will ever be before going up, only $33 a month, about the price of a website, if you would have that as an entrepreneur, which again, I'd recommend having. So again, a super fair price point as I see it, but still an investment, still some skin in the game to help with motivation and commitment. And this one tickles me. I've been trying to find someone like Kayla for forever. Always nice when you can just be in your authentic self and your authenticity and be seen and heard and help people in that. So that's always nice. And then we have a more detailed feedback from Cameron. You can go check them out, their website. Very, very awesome. That's actually who I just got off of the call with before hopping on this call. I've always been interested in learning more to improve my creative journey, so creative coaching made sense. What I found unique about Kayla, my approach, is that it aligns long-term goals with behavior changes while addressing neglected needs and desires. Doing that shadow work is part of all of this. Kayla takes a holistic approach with getting to know you with the vision questionnaire. Yes. Kayla has an easygoing and cheerful personality too, which helps motivate me to open up. Oh, thank you. Yes, it has been a pleasure working with you all. And again, why? Why are we even doing all of this again? Well, accountability, right? Working with me will help you so much with accountability. And accountability is just helping you do what you said you wanted to do, right? I'm not trying to project or force anything onto anyone. It's really helping you say what you want to do. Also, why would you want to work with me? What would that help with? I'm helping you lay out tasks and goals in a more structured way, getting things you can just brain dump a whole bunch of it seemingly random, making no sense nonsense onto paper. And I will, one of my superpowers is to extract meaning from that, extract the central theme, the central thread. I'll also help you with motivation. I'm a former cheerleader, so I can motivate the heck out of you, and I quite enjoy it. I can help you with focus and prioritization, kind of ties in with laying out the tasks and goals in a more structured way, as well as activating passive income, right? We're doing the passive income accelerator together come January. And if you follow that step by step, you will have a signature online offer that you can, get better and better at marketing and the sales of it. And ultimately, big picture, leverage that as passive income, whether that's someone buying a book from you in a way that you don't have to rewrite the book every time. You wrote the book once, now people keep buying it. Or you've created the course once, people keep buying it. It's a lot of work up front. It can be a big learning curve if you're new to kind of the digital space, online business, digital marketing. But there's never been a better time to start learning these things, I feel. And again, connection and inspiration. I have a community of hundreds, if not thousands, of very, very, very awesome, beautiful beings, creatives, business people, artists, healers, medicine women, visionaries, change makers, thought leaders, however, light workers, all of these kind of brands and identities. But it's it's feeling so compelled to do something in this world that's in alignment with our gifts. We can't not do it, right? There's not a choice to not bring this authenticity, to not bring the radiance in Lexi's case, we can't not bring this energy. So we might as well learn, some boundaries, how to not get super burnt out, some business techniques, how to be properly compensated and not taken advantage of for our gifts. And yeah, we're doing all of that inside the academy. It's like the perfect space to work on all of these things. And again, if this seems like fun and interesting to you, you can go to, okay, it has the website right here. So I'll just like hide this. You can go to thesuccessfulcreative.com. You can take a free vision quest. This will identify common themes, goals, values, and clarifying your vision. Like this clarity will translate into, the 12-week plan that will help you with a focused approach to your projects. The 12-week plan being breaking down those goals and dreams into practical, manageable, itty-bitty steps, and like I'm celebrating with you like all along the way of completing those things. So that is essentially the end of my presentation. I have my works cited. These books I have found to be some of the most impactful to my journey as a creative entrepreneur. We have the 12-week year. We have Atomic Habits by James Clear, 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, Refuse to Choose by Barbara Scheer. Highly, highly, highly recommend, reading or even just like YouTube summarying all of these books, like life-changing. We're talking about being in our authenticity, doing products and services that are in alignment with our natural gifts, being compensated fairly and well for these gifts, and, properly managing our time to where we have time for all the things we want to do, for creation, for business, for love, for children, for literally all of the things. And it can sound very idealistic, but it doesn't come with sacrifice, right? We have to sacrifice, overcommitting. We have to sacrifice not prioritizing. So, this doesn't come without sacrifice. This is a lot of hard work, but at the end of it is really, really beautiful to see what we can accomplish, what we can, give to the world, like our gifts, like what we're actually here to do, as well as, manage that like pesky little thing called late stage capitalism, like no big deal, right? So yeah, we're here to get it. We're here to live it. It's fun. We have 2024 coming up. Like, get your shit together is the invitation. You can come totally work with me for free. You can take the vision quest. And then if you'd want to opt in, again, it's like at the $33 price point. Let me share my screen again. But yeah, we have the Successful Creative Academy, working smarter, earning more in 2024. I got accountability and motivation. I got you. Got the courses, coaching, and community. Got the passive income accelerator coming up. And then, yeah, you're going to scan this and literally take the free, fun, and free vision quest, and we can go from there. Again, I'm so excited to have been working with all of you. I love what I get to do. I'm excited to continue to grow and create as we move into 2024. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about, let me know. Leave comments. Let me know if these habits resonated with you. Let me know what habits do you have that weren't on the list? Like, what rituals do you live by for your life and business? And again, happy freaking new moon. Let me know about anything you'd want to see a video on, and I will keep making these videos. I love creating these videos, teaching you everything I know about mindset, marketing, inner work, being like a magical fairy unicorn person that's also like totally functioning in like a family and business construct as well. Like, I don't even know how we all do it sometimes, but we actually have worked very, very hard on ourselves. I have, you have, and we're here to go to that next level now, in the future, for ourselves and all of our loved ones. Come on. So I'm going to be hopping off of here. Again, happy new moon. Go check out thesuccessfulcreative.com. Go check out the free vision quest. Go check out the free passive income challenge. That is also a total free offering that I have. It'll give you a taste of what the passive income accelerator, the longer built out course, will be. And I'll also do a live going through the passive income challenge as well, because I think that would be fun. But yeah, until next time, I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, if you are a creative entrepreneur that would like to overcome procrastination so you can work smarter and earn more in 2024, reach out to me. I got you. I've been there. I'm doing it. We're doing it. Have a good day. Peace out. And yeah, don't let them get you down. Peace.